Oh, is it working? Wow, I think it is. Actually, let me see if I can hear myself. Can I hear myself? Oh, I can. Okay, let's see if I can add webcam. Oops. That's so loud. Okay, is this gonna work? Hmm. Oh, okay. Let's see if this works. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, wait a second. How do I get my webcam to show up? How does the stream look? I don't know. Looks weird. Oh, okay. Looks all right. Oh, okay. Well, why does that work? If I plug it in. Oh, that looks good. Excellent. That's better. Okay. Down. Okay, let's try that. Oh, it's very large. Bottom right, probably. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, let's try this out. Let's mute that. Well, oh shoot. I just turned off my stream. Okay, there we go. Oh, it still kept filling. Cool. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to work on, yeah, we can see all this. Okay. I'm gonna work on the Book of Magical Utah. Okay. Let's open this up and see what we got. To-do list. I might start working on home base map also in Mural. Let's see if this connects. Cool. Okay. I did want to go through and do the races, where the races live in Utah, but maybe I'll do that when other people get here. I kind of want to start working on Midvale. I'm gonna do that. Let's see if I can do a new page on this, maybe. Oops, not what I wanted. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I won't. What's this actually? Well, maybe I won't do it on the map then. Maybe I'll start making. I think I do want to work on Midvale. Okay. I think I copied all that stuff from D&D Beyond just right into it. But let's open it nonetheless. Don't switch. Okay, I joined Discord also, so. Okay, let's do creating a campaign, starting small. Okay, so this is checking out the settlements page. So settlements are, so this is coming from the Dungeon Master Guide. Mapping your campaign. I think starting with settlements is a good place. It says start small. So do the local area. Okay. Well, let's answer these questions. So what purpose does it serve in your game? Yeah, I really want it to have a feeling of safety. Like, I think I want even the quests to feel safe at the beginning that people go on. Um, so yeah, I want it to be like a safe home base, like a haven for people to come to. Um, whenever they want a break from like the city. I think initially it'll be like most of the stuff that will happen for quests will move people to the city. So of Salt Lake. So I want Midvale to be a place they can always come back to and always be safe when they return. How big is it? That's a good question. Let's see how many people actually live in the city of Midvale. 33,000? Wow. Hey, sir. I did feed them, yeah. Yep. Okay. 33,000, that's a lot of people. I don't really want that many people in my town. I want it to be smaller than that. Um, yeah, like maybe 5,000 people. Like it could be even a village, you know? It's like 1,000 people. That might be even more. Although, it'd be fun to have Utah be like such big families being from there, especially in Midvale, just introducing that. So I would say like five, around 5,000 people is what I'm going to say right now. Who lives there? Well, definitely Mormons live there. Mormons slash Mormon families definitely live there. I think you have kind of like a smattering of outsiders. It might actually be helpful to start brainstorming. I think this needs to be two different questions as well. Well, maybe not. I don't know why I wrote that. Did I write this? Okay. Let's see. So Mormons are definitely from there. I mean, it's predominantly going to be Mormons. Who will be there amongst the Mormons? Well, we have these down here. You definitely have like Oh man, this is an interesting question. Needs to be a pretty safe place. So who would live? Like, there's definitely like a ranger troop. So like the Boy Scouts are definitely gonna be there. Uh, I do like the idea of sorcerers not existing. How do I spell sorcerers? Jeez. Sorcerers. Um, maybe wizards. Wizards could maybe be tech people, but I don't know. I want to think about the schools really quick. Like, do the schools teach magic? Something I got to think about. I would like the schools to teach magic. Maybe BYU is a school for like clerics and paladins. Um, May I don't. Yeah, so like I think BYU would be a school for clerics and paladins mostly. Um, maybe some druids, like maybe fighters. Well, you probably have fighters in both, or I think it's actually more important to think about what they don't teach. Because there definitely could be druids there, like druid classes. There could be fighter classes, but I don't know how that would equate actually. Paladin druids. They could definitely have rangers as well. Bards for sure. There's gonna be bards at both schools, absolutely. Um, I think yeah, I think we do. I definitely think we need to do races. So I'll list those out probably. Rangers, bards. What else we got? I know this isn't important. I'm just thinking about it. Probably not rogues. I mean, there could be fighters. I'm just gonna put it. There could be fighters for sure. I think barbarians are going to be at the U, though, not at BYU. And warlocks are at the U for sure as well. Wizards are at both schools. Definitely wizards at both schools. Blood hunters. I actually really like the idea that, although maybe blood hunting isn't taught. Maybe it's just like maybe blood hunting is more like a hobby, like genealogy is. So blood hunting isn't really taught by anybody. It's something you have to teach yourself because it's a hobby. Like people do genealogy, people do blood hunting. I actually don't even know enough about blood hunters. I need to read up on them and see if I really want them there. I do really like that. Okay, let's do view people really quick. You definitely have druids. I don't know about paladins, maybe. Definitely have fighters. Yeah, monks. Monks. Definitely monks at the U. For sure. Barbarians are at the U. Rangers are at both. Bards are at both. Okay, I'm just doing this just because it's fun, and then I'll switch back to thinking about Midvale. I don't want to get too far in Midvale just because I want to have Brandon and Ben contribute a lot to that, or at least, you know, somewhat. Oh, Brian's online. Maybe he'll come join me. Okay. Okay, let's do... Wow, I've been going for 21 minutes already? Oh, but I had to set up for a long time, so that makes sense. Is my stream still working? Let's check the volume. Cool. Okay. So I think I want to make a village. Yeah. We'll make it a village. Mm, it's got to be a town. We'll just say it's a town. It's not small enough to be a village, I don't think. So we'll call it a town. Mormons, Mormon families. There's a ranger troop specifically sponsored by the Mormons. Actually, there's probably Mormon and non-Mormon ranger troops. So there's ranger troops, Mormons, and non-Mormons. Well, I think anybody can join. So there's just ranger troops. Yeah, actually, that's how we do it. Yeah, right there. Okay. Who else lives there? Man. There's probably paladins. Not very many though. Pretty small amount. Especially if paladins are gonna be cops, then it's pretty low. There could be like a really small monastery. Like I don't know. I actually don't know if there's even a monastery in Midvale. Maybe not. Barbarians. Yeah, where would barbarians meet in Midvale if they were there? You know, and we don't actually have to start in Midvale if we don't want to. For this campaign, I'd probably start in Midvale, but as I build this world, then I mean, it could go to Salt Lake. Yeah, I mean, I don't want them staying in Midvale very long, you know. So there doesn't have to be a lot there. It can be pretty like I think it probably should be pretty homogenistic because so there shouldn't actually be a lot of people, like different types of people. Um just because yeah, I want it to be pretty safe. So there will be humans that live there for sure. Let's pull up the different races of D&D. Okay. Oh, nice. People are coming to the game. Okay. Dragonborn, I don't know. I'm gonna list out the races, at least get them down. Um, Dragonborn. Dwarf. Elf. Gnome. Half elf is interesting. I wonder what that is. Thing. Half orc, maybe? It depends on what orcs are, I guess. Human. Tiefling. Those are the big ones. If you're gonna have half orc, you're gonna have orcs then at that point. Leonin. I know who Leonin are gonna be. I mean, I'm just gonna write this down. It's not really that important. Hijkl. I mean, it could be related to the Lion House somehow. I like that idea. Satyrs. Ooh, boy. Satyrs. There could definitely be satyrs in... But I don't know. If they're from the Fae... I don't know. I'm not sold on satyrs. Aarakocra. I feel like there have to be Aarakocra because there's so many mountains in Utah. Genasi. Maybe. It depends. If anybody wants it, then I would do it, but... Goliaths? Yeah. Again, if somebody wanted to, they definitely could, but like... You can always say someone's from out of state as well if they want to play any of these things. Like they're not from Utah. Asmar probably are going to be in there. There's a lot of religion going on, so Asmar seems pretty good. Bugbears. We could, if we want to play goblinoids. I'll just put goblinoids in general. So goblins, bugbear. Furbolgs we could do for sure. Just gonna list out the ones I think are gonna go in, and then that'll help me establish Midvale a little more. Kenku. I really like Kenku, but yeah, I don't know. I really like him. I don't know if I'll put him in though. Kobold, Lizard Folk. I mean, you really could do any of them, but I just am wondering what the main ones will be. It's gonna be I mean, it's gonna be a lot of white people. Like, I do love turtles. I think these are things that get introduced later on, not at the beginning. I'm gonna actually throw turtle on here. Warforged. I don't know. People love Warforged. I'm not. I don't love the Warforged. I think they're fine. They're just a little weird, like something that's built as a weapon, you know? That's kind of its whole purpose. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I just have a lot of like I don't like the Warforged amount. Oh, but Brian messaged you back. Okay. I will have Loxodon, Minotaurs. I mean, I'm gonna put them. I think Centaurs would be so cool too. Actually, I'm gonna put them on here, and I'm okay with deleting any of these. But I mean, these guys aren't gonna go in Midvale. But I'm just gonna put them down. Simic Hybrid, Vidalkin. I don't know. Maybe not. Grunks. Grunks are funny. I think of Grunks as being tropical though. But they're not. Okay. So who do we think lives in Midvale? Definitely humans. You could see some elves, half elves. I think all the humanoid races, like, and so then it depends on if, like, are orcs a part of Midvale? Are they like inherently a part, or are goblins? So, question about that. Gob. I don't know. I mean, let's just do the things I know for sure. Humans for sure. Probably elves. And then maybe half elves. You could have some dwarves. But dwarves like had to work their way up to get their like it's like middle. So like it's middle class people that live here. Middle classers. Um so yeah, they're not like super rich, but they've never really had to like worry extensively about money. Just put middle class, I guess. You know, like maybe every like 6 months or something, they have to be like, oh, we're spending a little too much, like time to cut back. But besides that, and so like dwarves, I more look at being like people that have worked their way, like people who work and labor, and it's like they could have worked their way up to be there. Okay, what else do we got? Who else lives there? What other races do we have? See if any of them just stand out to me. Okay, let's see. Okay, what else do we got? I think that'll be good for right now. Gingerbread cookie cutter houses. I really like that. Um, Let's think. What does it smell like? So all the houses are the same. The smell, like, I'm trying to think what are like some safe smells. Like when you smell something and you think it's safe, like, so bread is probably pretty good. Maybe they're not gingerbread houses. Maybe there's some other kind of bread. So it smells like the comfort of warm bread. Kind of a like rich, full smell. Kind of like a baguette is what I'm thinking. Like French bread, kind of like a loaf, like warm loaves of bread. Oh, maybe rolls. Oh my gosh, yes, rolls is really good because Utah does a lot of like dinner rolls. Smells like the comfort of warm dinner rolls with fresh butter spread. So just like, so just barely, they're out of the oven and makes the whole house smell. So maybe they're just like, maybe the houses are all made of like dinner rolls essentially. And inside is just very like light and fluffy. That might be kind of fun. Dinner. Maybe something like that. Um, Excellent. What does it sound like? It's a good question. There are definitely like the sounds of children playing in the streets and like night games. Um, like neighbors talking. Talking on the lawn, like neighbors like talking while standing, so they're not like sitting around and drinking. Um, but just like out in their front yards, like talking. Neighbors talking in their front yards. Who governs it? Who holds the power? Oh shoot, what is that? What is that called? Mayors. So you have mayors probably, I would say. Um, Mayors are the ones that govern it specifically, but then above that, there's like, so you have like the works for like the governor of Salt Lake. Are they voted in or not? I don't know. What else holds power? As far as the religion goes, there's bishops. So bishops hold the like religious side. Um, who else holds power? So like, trust like your religion. What else would there be? Like Boy Scout leaders are like in charge of like they're in charge of like raising the youth. Um, what else? Who else does? And then like maybe the Boy Scout leaders raise. I actually like that. The Boy Scout leaders raise the boys, and then there's I don't know what I would call it. Like something for like the women's youth group or something. Women's youth group leaders, and they like raise the girls. That was a big thing growing up. We had Wednesday nights, we had like mutual and Boy Scouts, and the boys would go do stuff, and then the girls would go do something different. And I feel like the girls like never came. It was always just the boys because I don't even know what the girls did. Like we never saw them ever. What are its defenses? There's definitely like it's within the Salt Lake Valley, so like physically it has mountains to the some mountains. And then like there's like police. And yeah, like the Salt Lake or like the Utah. I don't know. So on a small scale, just like if someone was to come from the let's see, what would happen if a neighboring thing happened? Like basically it's under like the jurisdiction of Salt Lake, so under the larger jurisdiction Salt Lake slash Utah. So like if it's like if Salt Lake is gonna be like the hub and like the power, and so it's like Salt Lake probably is where like maybe in Salt Lake and Provo. I think I like that actually. Salt Lake and Provo both have like their own militaries, and they're like trained at the schools. That sounds pretty good. And like Provo is kind of in charge of like the South, and Salt Lake's in charge of the North, even though it's like a huge state. Where do characters go to find the goods and services they need? So there are definitely grocery stores. That's a big one. I definitely want there to be grocery stores. Let's see, probably churches. Churches mainly do like, so this is like general supplies. Even like adventuring stuff, you know, it could be like a Walmart or a Target. Or like a Reams or, you know, like local grocery store. So yeah, like I'm just gonna say like local grocery stores because I don't want there actually to be chain like big chain. There can be like statewide chains. So, but not beyond that. Churches can give blessings, I guess. So yeah, like what's a blessing? Religious counsel and blessings or something. Hospitals do healing. What do characters need? Should be like, I'm trying to think. Like if you needed like a scooter or something like that, where would you go? Or like a car, you know? So like I just guess the question is transportation. Where does transportation come from? Um there are libraries for like history. There are schools. I guess why would you need to go to a school for entertainment? Like plays and musical performances. Same with like parks or like your outdoor recreation. What else would they need? Like food? So where do you get food from? Fast food is what comes to mind. Especially like food. I'm gonna change this. To the goods, what we need up here. And then slash spells, so like religious spells. Healing will happen in the hospitals. Dissertation. Say like knowledge stuff. Like knowledge will come from libraries. Schools. Oh yeah, so entertainment. Got schools. You've got recreation centers, parks. Oh wait. Come on. Parks for outdoor recreation. Schools, recreation, and parks. And I want one thing to be like Little League sports. To be in like recreation centers and parks. Okay, food. There's definitely fast food. And where would you go? Like, there's like family style restaurants. There's not a lot of alcohol though. There's like a dive bar. So like alcohol will be like a dive bar or the liquor store. What else do Utahns want to buy? Is there an order to get like magic items? If magic's very common, I think they could do like, oh, this would be fun to do at like game stores. Slash like hobby stores. So you can't get anything like too specialized. And then like also like a Home Depot type place, like Home Depot slash like home improvement. So you'd go get like magic to help you improve your house. I like that a lot. Um, Brian just texted me and said that he wants to do his own thing for D&D, like making his world building stuff, and I'm doing it right now. He says he wants to talk some other time. That makes sense. Let me know when, and I'll happily talk. Talk your ear off. Okay. Let's see. How long has the stream been going? 49 minutes. Okay, I just want to get something down. Oh, is that everything for? Oh, is that it for settlement home base? Oh, no, there's more. What temples and other organizations feature prominently? That's why we did this, yeah. So I guess if we're just thinking for Midvale, what temple and other organizations feature prominently in Midvale? I'm gonna move some of this stuff because I want it to go. Okay, this is a different class in Salt Lake City, so I'm gonna move this to up there. Same with that, actually. I'll move both of them. And start really, really localized. Let's actually go after organizations before cantrips. Here. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, so thinking more locally, what temples and organizations feature prominently? Temples, whoops. So definitely a lot of churches to the one God. Which God? Or you know what actually should happen? With a name slash characteristics, I guess. Okay, what needs to happen is all this stuff about Midvale needs to go at the bottom. Because these are all like random thoughts up here. So starting up here, this is like, actually, let's see what this one looks like. Actually, I'm going to put it after this then. Okay, home base is going to be down here. Can I like mark this with something? Okay. Church of the One God feature prominently. There we go. I like this organization better. Putting this at the bottom. So now we can notice start and we can honestly just work off this. So this will be, the bottom will be like, I'm going to comment it so that moved this to the bottom. This can be where we follow the DMG. And above can be other broader questions. Okay, so Church to the One God. There's definitely a lot of churches to the One God. There are definitely Boy Scouts. They're a big organization for sure. Oh, that's gonna be a tough question. I need to think about that one. I don't know if I can actually answer that one's name. So Boy Scouts. Who else has an organization that features there? High schools, like the high school for sure. They host like social gatherings and things. Worship services. Boy Scouts have like volunteers, like a rotating set of volunteers. So rotating. There's like just a lot of kids, so I don't know. High school. Well, it's like what I don't know what other organizations people would be a part of in Midvale. That's tough. I don't know. I have to think about that. What fantastic elements distinguish it from an ordinary town? So if you were, let's actually think then, like if you were teleported in from a different time and put in Midvale, what would you be? So, like, what would you be like? Oh my gosh, that's so weird. So definitely all the houses look the same. Um, there are like so many kids. There are a ton of children. Like just a ton of children. It's like a for each adult there's like 3 to 4 kids. 3 to 4 kids per adult. They're actually per couples. So it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 kids for each adult. 1.5. Okay, there are a ton of kids. All houses look the same. Um, it's just like a very, very safe place. So nothing really ever happens, which I know is like a weird, fantastic element, but I like that. Like the worst thing that happens is like someone gets in like a, you know, I'm gonna put how little happens, but I'm just gonna leave it at that because I know that's not like a fantastic element, but I gotta think about that. And why should characters care about the settlement? Man, that's a tough question. Super tough. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's a great question. I'll think about it. Okay. Mapping the campaign. This is a good It's a good link for maps. So I want to have us make. Dang it. Make a Midvale map. I do want a map for Midvale. I want it to be pretty like it looks very safe. So just like I want it to look so safety. I also want there to be like this sense of nostalgia for me there. That's like a personal one. Um and very like uniform. Slash organized. So yeah, that's kind of what I want just to think initially. And then what's the last thing on here? There's one more. Craft a starting adventure. Yeah. And then create a starting adventure. Wow. Yeah, I think we're close. I really do. I think once we get that map and just a general framework for starting adventure, I think we'll be good to go. Let me do just a little quick starting adventure thing. I'll do a little bit on starting adventure and then I'll be done. Exploration, social interaction, and combat. Yeah, okay. So it needs to be a credible threat. Okay. Tropes with a twist. That's fine. I'm just gonna write down tropes. Twist. Clear focus on the present. Focus on the present. Heroes. I like that one a lot. Who matter. That one's something really important to me. Something for all player types. I don't need to be writing all these down. So social, exploration, and combat. Surprises. And some maps. Yeah, I just need some maps. Which ones is the question? Is that it? Oh. Beginning, middle, end. Wow, so this goes really broad. Oh man, okay, I gotta read chapter 3. That's actually what just needs to happen before I... Chapter 3 of DMG. That's exactly what I need to do. Okay, cool. I think that's it. Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for listening. This was fun. This was actually good. I had a lot of fun. That gets me somewhat into that creative mind space too. That feels good. Okay, well, thanks everybody.